Hello my friends, and welcome to the Drunken Kelts upcoming game preview of February 2019 with me, your host Baltic. And yes, don't shit yourself, it is a Scottish accent you hear. Now, before we get started, I'd just like you to take a little look out of your window or wherever you are, look outside. Can you see any flying pigs? Is there a blue moon in the sky? Perhaps you've heard hell is frozen over. Because yes, February the 15th, it finally arrives, Crackdown 3. Now this game was first announced way back in 2014 at the original launch of the Xbox One, and since then it's just went through delay after delay after delay, but finally we're going to get to play it February the 15th. I know the game has a bit of a cult following. I played the first one and the second. I mean, the first one, they got me the way they got loads of other people back in the day. They included an access code to the Halo 3 multiplayer beta, so that's how they roped us in at the beginning. I wasn't a big fan of the second one, and to be honest, it's taken so long now. If you look at some of the newer trailers for this game, it still looks the same as it did when they first showed it. Now, what have they been doing for the 5 years or whatever it's been in development? They've obviously not wanted to release it because something major is up with the game, and now all we can really hope for is a smooth experience. I think this so-called cloud destruction thing that you're going to get, it's going to ramp up the graphics so amazing to behold and everything. I've not seen it. If anybody can point me to a trailer where it is, show me. I'm willing to see this amazing stuff, but so far nothing's really impressed me out of that game. And it has shown its age, man. It does look like a game that should have released, what, 3-4 years ago at least. So we'll see how it goes anyway. Maybe it'll get some good sales, who knows. Also, quite a few games here on the February the 15th. We have Far Cry New Dawn. Now, I'm a big Far Cry fan, or at least I used to be, and the fun that me and some of the Drunken Kelts had with the older games, especially Far Cry Predator, was remarkable. I mean, the design your own levels, the Predator game mode in that was just multiplayer bliss, but they've never ever managed to get back to that height, and it mainly became a single player experience, apart from them trying to fling in some co-op, which the progression wasn't saved if you both played it in Far Cry 5. There wasn't much point in it really, was there? But it just seems like they've run out of ideas now with this series. They've been everywhere. They've been back to the 80s neon dinosaurs jumping about. They've been to Mars with the DLC. They've went to fucking 3000 BC or 30,000 BC, whatever you want to call, with the Far Cry Primal. And now they finally just went Mad Max. Fuck it, Mad Max with pink plants. That's what we'll do. Now, I think, is it Rage 2 is coming out later, and it looks kind of similar to that, but I'm much more excited for Rage 2. I really enjoyed the first one, and Far Cry 5 does not look like it's bringing anything new to the table. Obviously it's going to be a Far Cry game, it's going to be your normal stuff, but I'm really getting some franchise fatigue here with this, and it's going to take more than a stupid recreation of Mad Max with pink fucking flowers to get me interested in it, okay? Right, so hopefully it'll be good. I'll pick up when it's cheap, because hunters and dafties will buy it, and then I'll get it when it's dead cheap, so that's what we'll do. Next up, still on February the 15th here, we have a game called Jump Force. Now this is like an anime fan's dream, well, I would imagine so. It's got all these different franchises in it, Naruto or Naruto or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get slaughtered if there's any of these fans about. But it's got hundreds of these Japanese anime characters in it. And it actually looks quite interesting. The characters all look very anime, as you'd expect, but the backgrounds and everything are, they look a bit more realistic. So it gives it a strange aesthetic. It could be quite good, who knows. I'm not a big fan of these kind of games, but if you are, it seems like definitely one to check out. And lastly, on February the 15th, we have a game that I'm quite looking forward to personally, is Metro Exodus. Now, if you've played any of the other Metro games, you'll know what you're in for here, apart from now they're going on a much bigger trip, kind of semi-open world where you'll have areas going through, travelling in your train, and trying to survive the fucking brutal world out there. Now, as I say, I really enjoyed the other two games. Yeah, there was some jankiness about it, definitely. Some people didn't like it at all. but I really found it very immersive, the whole game. And even though the mechanics maybe have not been top notch, the story and everything was enough, and the setting really was enough to drag me right through to the end of both of those games. So I definitely am interested to see what they do with Metro Exodus. Now we'll move on to February the 22nd, and here's another game that I'm looking forward to with trepidation. We're talking EA here, we're talking BioWare. Now that EA is like a bad word rune in the gaming industry at the moment, and no wonder. They've fucked up so many things recently, and their wee guy, their wee chief, I forget his fucking name, he's a wee wanker, man, the shit he comes out with. Just go and check it out and you'll see what I mean. But anyway, I'm worried about this game. No PvP, okay? So how much content is going to be in there? I know it's a BioWare game. They fucked up the last couple, let's be honest. No many people were happy with Andromeda. I know it was a different team, but still. And the Mass Effect 3, the ending of that, remember all the shite about that. But hopefully with Anthem, I mean, it looks amazing. I was sold at the jetpacks. As soon as I seen the jetpacks flying about, I'm there. So me and a few of the Drunken Kelts will be getting that on launch, and you can expect some stuff up on the channel about that. And hopefully it's no a letdown. Hopefully it's got a really immersive campaign that's long and actually what makes you want to keep going and diving back in, and they keep the content coming. Because as with a lot of these games, the main problem is content. That everybody finishes everything within a couple of weeks, and then they're left there with a big gap until the next DLC. And hopefully they learn the lesson and try and pump them out for free, or at least a lot cheaper than the likes of Destiny's DLC. But anyway, that's due out 22nd of February. I still think a lot of people don't really know what the game's about, and the story doesn't sound great, you know. Big evil enemy, I need the power of the planet to power this thing that's going to kill the planet. Alright mate, no bother, heard it all before. But the gameplay and everything looks amazing. The different characters you can go and the setups, some good possibilities there, and the world actually looks really nice as well. So on to February the 26th now, and we have a PC only game, Anno 1800. Now it looks like a real-time strategy kind of city builder thing where you go in the conquest, maybe like Age of Empires type of thing, except a lot more deep, and the graphics here look amazing. If I could get my PC to run it, I'd maybe give it a go. But unfortunately, I've got a pauper PC, so I won't be doing that. It was good a couple of years ago, but now it's shite. So after that, on February 26th also, we have Dirt Rally 2. Now, if you like your rally games, this is the only place to go, really. The first one was great. Hard as fucking nails, but it was really good. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a great gamer at any type of genre, you know what I mean? I'm not one of these experts that's going to run through and speedrun anything. But I struggled with Dirt Rally. Even putting it down to the easiest setting, I still struggled. But I know there's people out there that like that hardcore simulation kind of rally thing. And to be honest, the way that the Dirt series had went before that, I'm quite glad to see them return to more traditional thing, and hopefully it does well. Also, February 26th, the last game, and this is another game the Drunken Kelts will be getting. It's a game we've played the series from its very beginning on the Xbox. Is Trials Rising. Now, as I say, it's more of the same by the look of it, just more tracks, and there's nothing wrong with that because the game is pretty much perfection. We don't really mess about with the level editors too much, but it's great to go in and see what other members of the community make in this game. Some of them are absolutely nuts and rival the developers' own tracks. Now, we'll be playing this game until the next one comes out. Trials is a permanent place in all our hard drives, so really looking forward to that. I played a bit of the beta, was quite good, apart from the glitch I got that couldn't get me by the second challenge, but hopefully when the final game comes we'll not have any problems. And then last but not least, on February the 28th, we have a Square Enix game that I'd never heard of, Left Alive. Now, when I first seen this game, I was like, what the fuck? A Square Enix game? Roleplay should be good. What's it look like? It's based in some sort of futuristic war apocalypse fucking scenario. Surprise, surprise. Looks quite mad. You've got some stealth. You've got some action going on, RPG choices and different scenarios that you can go down through. Your choices have consequences kind of type line. Could be interesting, who knows. I'm surprised that no one is really talking about this. I've not heard anything really about it at all, and it's coming out like basically next month, so we'll see if that can actually do anything. Could be, there's hints of Metal Gear Solid there, and Square, you've always got to watch what they're doing. I know they can be hit or miss, but when they do hit, they hit well. So that'll wrap it up for February. I know that's not every game that's releasing. I only went and hit the major ones, so if there's anything else that I've missed that you want to bring our attention to, you think the Drunken Kelts should be playing, let us know in the comments below. Also, what are you buying out of the February? What you looking forward to? Is there one there or two there that you're going to get? As I say, Drunken Kelts, we will be getting Trials Rising, we will be getting Anthem, possibly Metro. The rest of them, I don't know. So that'll do it for me. Remember, hit that subscribe for more, hit the like, get commenting, all the rest of it, and stay frosty. Catch you.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?